Hey everyone, Austin here with The Real Seal, talking to you today about foundation repair mistakes to avoid. We just want to help you with some tips and tricks on what to avoid so that you can keep your costs down and your solutions quick and efficient. Don't put off repairs. You don't want to go to the dentist because you might find out you have cavities, but if you wait too long, that could turn into root canals. It could turn into a bigger issue, and the same thing goes with your foundation, where if you put repairs off, it can exacerbate and transfer the issue to other areas of the home and foundation and end up costing you more. The next thing that we're going to talk about is not hiring a professional. Now, we know that sometimes foundation repair can be a high-ticket item. But the thing you want to avoid most is hiring someone cheap off Craigslist or something. They may end up causing more harm than good. And on top of that, you're just going to have to hire a professional to redo it later on. It costs you more than it would have cost if you just came to us in the first place. And then the big list here is not understanding the signs. So sometimes we may think that something's normal when in fact it isn't. Starting with sticking doors and windows. If you have doors or windows that are sticking or won't open, that's a big sign that that foundation has come out of square and is pinching those doors and windows shut, and something needs to be done. Uneven or crooked or cracked floors. If you have uneven floors on your first story, it could be a sign that your I-beam is starting to sink or your foundation walls are starting to sink. Cracked floors on your floor in your basement or on your driveway and patio can be a sign that that concrete is settling, indicating that you may need some sort of foundation repair. Floors and walls separating. So upstairs, if your drywall is starting to separate between the floors or the walls or at the corners, it could be a sign that with that off-kilter foundation, it's pulling those walls and floors with it, giving you a sign that you need foundation repair. Bowing and cracking walls are a big one, which tie together with the diagonal cracks right here. If you have diagonal cracks in your foundation wall that come up from the corners towards the center of the wall, or that wall starts to look like a pregnant woman where it's bowing out, you may be in need of carbon fiber wall plates in order to stop that movement or even put it back to normal. Wallpaper tearing. So if you've got wallpaper covering your house, that wall's moving and the wallpaper obviously isn't strong enough to hold it, so it starts tearing along those stress points. Floor molding separating. So at the bottom of the floor where you have that crown molding that goes all over the bottom of the floor, if that you start to see a gap between that and the floor, it could be a sign that that floor is sinking, indicating you may need an I-beam repair or some new supports put in, or possibly even something that's going on with some foundation settlement. Stair-step brick cracking. So this is on the outside of your home where you have a brick fascia and you start to see those cracks along the tuck pointing in a stair-step fashion. This is a big sign that you may be having some foundation settlement that could need some foundation piers like helical piers or push piers. And then a chimney or porch separating. These tend to be very obvious. If you look at the side of your home and that chimney is starting to fall away from the home, it's a big sign that that chimney has an improper foundation and probably needs some support in lifting back up. The same thing goes with your porch, where if you're starting to see a gap at the porch where it meets the home, it could be separating away and falling down, indicating that you need some polyjacking and concrete leveling. If you have any questions about foundation repair mistakes or the signs and symptoms that tell you that you have a foundation issue, go ahead and give us a call at The Real Seal, where not everything's better when wet.